audio is coming through clearly. Can someone from our staff or someone who's joined just confirm that you're hearing me fine?
I can hear you.
Okay, great. Thank you. So as we're just waiting for a few people to get connected, so we will be covering a few things in this webinar specifically. I know some of you have already looked at the breakthrough release, but we're going to focus on a few items today. The new unified inbox feature, some of the changes that have been and then also we'll be looking at the new feature, auto payments. So those will be the main items that we'll be covering today. And we will have a few little time at the end for questions and answers as well. Okay, and so Gideon, I think, are we fine to go ahead and start the webinar?
Yeah, sounds good. We can go ahead and get started. A couple of things before we kind of just jump in. Are you guys able to hear me pretty good? Is my audio coming through well?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So in the last two webinars we did on the migration, we have not been able to upload our videos to YouTube. For some reason, they keep rejecting our video with some policy violation. I don't know what, or, we're not being able to get a response. So we'll try. I mean, we were thinking of putting it on a different platform, like a like a Rumble or some other video platform. So we'll try to we've appealed to, I don't know. I mean, I think something we said during the presentation maybe kind of violated the. I think they don't. I think it's an automatic thing, so they're not really looking at it closely. So anyway, we'll try to see if we can put that information. But today's webinar, let's go ahead and record it from our team. Let's make sure we record it so we can just be careful. I don't know, review the whatever we're saying, and also make sure that in case you cannot get it on YouTube, we will make sure we post it on a different platform. We were trying to stay away from having some videos on YouTube, some videos somewhere else. But we do have a lot of the new screens that we have working on already. A lot of we've started working on the videos, and you will start seeing that on the help system, so that you will see all the help files with the new videos, with the new screens, so the staff can be trained on this new application. So welcome again for being on this call. I think we're really looking for a lot of feedback from all our guests, all our customers, so that we can provide make sure that we are taking care of the features that's most important. And also in the last month, we've got tremendous amount of feedback through our online when you switch over from the beta to the real to the classic version, there's been a lot of feedback. We probably average 50 plus leads, or 50 plus tickets just on the breakthrough release. So we've been working through that list. So definitely we want to, as we're getting closer to kind of wrap things up, we really want to get as much feedback as possible from every one of you. So just please take time to give us your feedback. Okay. So let me just jump in. The first thing I'm going to show you on the dashboard. Let me just go to our calendar. This is your calendar, um, and um, and I think let me just look through the calendar just a couple more times. Just I know we've gone through this before, but it'll be good to review this again because this is where most people spend a lot of their time. You can differentiate your calendar by clicking on room type or room name, and also we have multiple calendars here. If you look at the standard, this monthly and detailed. Smaller properties are more likely to use the detailed view, but of course, if you have more than 30 rooms, you or 50 rooms, then you want to use like a standard or a monthly calendar. And then you can easily move your calendar back and forth by just like dragging on top when you put your cursor on top where the dates appear, and you can drag back and forth. And of course, this is the same functionality we had where you can drop down and you can also switch directly to a month in the future. Okay, these things are going to are pretty much the same, and this is also the same where you can click on a date and it'll go to that specific date for the calendar view. All right, and of course you can also print out the calendars. I think this was missing for a little bit, but we have added that. That's there, and I think and then you can just put your cursor on any of these bookings, and that's going to pull up the reservation. If you just click on this, the Doug here, I click on it. It's pulling up. Sorry, my system is running something else. Hold on, let me just make sure. There it is. So you can pull up, and then you can directly go to the reservation, or you can go to the billing screen, or you can also do housekeeping directly from this screen, from this pop-up window. One of the things that was fixed that we worked on last time was being able to open up a reservation as what we call as a pop-up window versus completely covering the reservation calendar. So this is was added in the last sprint or last work we did last month. So this has been added. I think pretty much everything else is the same here. The thing is, and if you go to billing, you can also do your print invoices and all that is right here. Because I'm not going to spend too much time here, but let's just jump into the unified inbox. I don't know. I'm going to do a unified inbox and more on the booking engine, and then Sarah's going to talk about the auto payment and a few other things. Okay, so this is a unified inbox. It's a fairly new feature. That's why we're trying to highlight this. It's really very user-friendly and very easy to navigate. So with the unified inbox, basically, you can get all the emails that's being sent from the system and the responses back from the guest in one place. So you don't have to technically go to a Gmail. Let's just say you're sending emails through the software through eThemeKeeping, and if somebody is getting it on any provider, and your reply message is like, let's just say, getting at gmail.com, when they reply, it's going to come into your inbox right here so that you can easily manage. This is the complete inbox. You can see all the conversation that's going on a specific reservation. Okay, but also you could go to a reservation and you can see the reservation details. So let's just say Daniel Bryan. If I just click on Daniel Bryan, I can see the conversation that's happening with the inbox. So if I go to messaging, you can see that I guess there was no email sender. So I'm just going to send an email to tester, which is actually Raj was on the call. So okay. So I'm just going to email this to him. Okay. So when I email this, so he's going to get it, and then he can respond back to me going to come directly into the reservation screen. I mean, into the inbox right here for the specific reservation. So Raj, could you just kind of do that, please? Let me switch this off. Let me know, Raj, once you have that done. And this also not only does the emails, but it also does text messages as well. So you can click on text and you can text the person. Let me do this. I'm going to text. Let me do a text. I'm going to just text it to 832. Okay, it's going to do one. Okay. Raj, did you get the text? Can you just, or did you? Okay, so I think Raj has already replied. Let me just look at it here. So I'm going to go back to my reservation. Let me go back to this screen again. Okay. Let me just make sure he sent it. This is where it came in. Okay. Raj, did you send it? Did you reply to my email?
Yes,
Give me
sir.
1 second. I'm going to text also. Just 1 second. I got the text here. It's just either. Okay. Texted him back. Okay. Let me see if I got my text here. Okay. Let me pull it up here. Messaging. Well, I'm not getting it. Okay. Why is it not? Okay, it's not on the reservation. Sorry. You know what? I think we have to make sure that this is the right number. Okay. Let me try one more time. I'm sorry. This seems to be. No, it's still not here. Okay. So I think this, I'm not sure if the number is configured. Can you guys, someone check on that one, Raj? You can check on it because I mean, I texted it back and it's still not coming. But I'll just show you. We did a demo with a client for a demo, and I just pulled it up on. Let me look at this one. This is Paul. Let me see. Okay, I just kind of assumed it was all set up. Okay, so this one I just did a demo with this client, and so this is when we sent I sent a text message right there, 832, and you can see the responses back and forth. Thanks for so I'm sending it to this guy. So I'm not sure if what we changed in the last couple of days, but I'll take a look at that one. So if someone can check it, that'd be great. But let me just jump. So the unified inbox we see is a really tremendous potential, but it's a brand new interface we're working with on the unified inbox. But quickly, let me just jump into also the booking engine piece of it. A couple of things on the booking engine. We talked about this, image cropping and also adding a signature to the emails. So we're getting more people asking for the signature piece. So we and it's there. I don't think everybody's using it, so we just want to show that. Give me 1 second. I'm going to open another browser here. So if you can pull it up here. All right. So if here's your booking engine, and then in the booking engine, you're here. You could, when you go and send an email to, to a guest, what happens is they, you can send them an email with a link for them to actually sign their name on that confirmation email, so that you can put the policies in there, and so that they actually have, you have a sign, sign invoice, or it could be whatever you want to add in your confirmation email can be added, and they can sign at the bottom. So that's basically what I want to show now. So let's just say I'm going to click on search here. You have the promo codes. I mean, some people might not have this, but you can also do promo codes right here. That's set up under your rooms, under your rates. All right, I'm just gonna go pick one of these rooms, King Deluxe here, and then complete the booking. And once I do that, let's just say okay, and I'm just gonna put some number. All right, I'm just gonna click on accept this terms and conditions, complete. Okay, card is not. The card number I use is a Visa text card. Okay, so now let me just go ahead and see, Roger. Since what happens is he gets an email, when I sent that email, the confirmation email is going to send to him. Okay, so if I look at the reservation, let's go put the reservation here. I'm going to pull up the reservation and just do a find. We will see that what was sent to him, and then with this is the John Smith email. This is the reservation that was sent. So pull it up, and if you look at the messaging, you will see in history. You will see here's the history. You will see that I had sent this confirmation email. Okay. So there's this is the letter that was being sent to them, and you can view the letter. So this is what is being sent, and this is what they get. They will have a link that says click here to sign, and this email is pretty much user defined, right? So you can define your confirmation email, and you can put that signature. Please sign here, and as soon as Raj signs and confirms it, then we should be able to see it here. Raj, you want to kind of let me know once you're done. Let me just look at this is the one we sent a few minutes back, right? Let me just see. I mean, I just heard from Raj that it's there. Okay, there it is. So this is the email that we sent. It's just taking a little bit longer to get the response back. So if you look at it here, I sent I sent a text message. This is our sending from the property. So what time am I coming here? This is the text message was sent, and he sent a reply back 10 a.m. So anyway, I'm just kind of showing you the response. So I think when I was checking earlier, I guess it's coming a little bit delayed. It could be because of my system also. Okay, let's look at John Smith. Can you let me know, Roger, once you guys are done? Let's look at it if they had signed it. Okay, let me check here on the history. If you go to history, you can see there. See, this says okay. The client is e-signature printed. So basically, this is the signature that they had signed. So if you look at the confirmation email, that will have, keep us in your mind, future again. We would love to see you again, and that's the signature that he had signed. So this can be used, especially we're we're having more people ask. This is being used, especially if you have any chargebacks or anything of that. We were talking to a customer yesterday in Canada, and they said about 50% of these, if they don't have the card on file, 50% of them come back as a chargeback in certain cases. They were saying, which I thought was pretty high. But these kind of things will stop. I mean, we'll be able to. You can use for chargebacks. Okay, so that's in regards to the unified inbox, and in terms of the booking engine, that's the signature option that you can do. You basically, in your letter CRM that you set up, you are going to be able to include that option, signature option. I believe it's for, I think I think it's every version should have it, I believe, the signature piece. But let me just show you one thing. Give me 1 second. I'm going to pull up when we're doing the reservations and the online booking engine, I want to show you just one piece of this one. This has been there for a while, but I don't think many people will taking advantage of this one. We have what's called a single room availability. So you can, if there's a special room or a special like a penthouse kind of thing, then you can showcase that on your website and then have a availability just for that specific unit. So if you look at this one, this is a special unit there, and you can just only show availability and booking just for that one specific unit. So if I click on that one, that's going to show you that specific unit, penthouse 2, and it's going to show you availability, reservation, everything right for that specific unit. So this is just your regular, description that you would have under that unit or room type. And this pulls up from the room type information. And then here's the availability. So if the rooms are blocked, they can actually see right here, you can see which rooms are open, they can see the availability, and then they can make a reservation right here. It's the same reservation process. Everything is same. It's just, it's basically for a single unit, and, everything else, looks the same. So if you want to showcase a specific unit, then you can do something like that. That'll be able to pull up a specific unit. All right. And let me just show you one more thing. And then I don't know if people have checked out this availability. We just did a quick, we updated the check availability with some UI fixes and also pricing. We added the pricing. Okay, so let me not. So if you look at it, we added the option to show the pricing on it. This was there before. It was just not very clean. So this is something also you can add. Some people, if you don't want to show pricing, also you can just turn it off so you don't see the pricing. All they would see is available or not. Yep. All right. Okay. And then some properties, if this is small property, and then we've been last couple of years since 2020, we've been actively doing also websites. We used to do websites many years back, and then we kind of drifted away from that. But since 2020, more and more reservations are coming through your booking engine, and we saw that as an opportunity for us to be able to, tie everything together. And so we started doing also websites, and so that's been. We've had quite a few customers that have come that are using our PMS, our property management. Want us to take over their website. So it just makes it simple and easy that it's just you can go one place and take care of all the website bookings and also any updates to your website, things like that. So there's a webpage called gracestop.com/websites, which gives us all the options there. We have, it's not a full-fledged. We don't, it's mostly we've been doing this last few years, so it's been a place where we feel there's a more opportunity for reservations and tying it together within the property management system. So anyway, so that's take a look at that. It's called graceweb.com/websites. You'll see all the options in there. Okay. Apart from that, let me just show you one more thing, and I'm going to hand it over to Sarah. The image cropping, just like we saw, like the options to add more images on your website, on your booking engine. You can just do that from your from your room setup or unit setup. You can add, so you have the options to specifically add more than one unit, one picture, and also not only that, just place it, because sometimes there's a lot of issue on the cropping part of it. So let's just pull up one of these. Let's just say, so if you look here, so you can see the image that's uploaded, and then you can add other images. Click on browse. You can go and select, say here, I'm gonna pull it up, so you can see, yeah, so you can kind of, place it, and kind of allows you to, add more pictures. I think the limit is 7, or what is it? The limit? I think it's 7 images, I believe. So you can upload that image as well. So, okay. I think that's pretty much on my side. Um, any questions on Unified Inbox? I mean, so this is the, sorry, I was kind of in a hurry to get through that. I should have just waited. But if you look at it here, you can see this is the Unified Inbox. This is all your emails, your text message, everything coming into. This is the main inbox. But then you can go to the reservation. You can see the detail for each guest and see just the communication between you and the guest. And right now we have only email and text in there. We are working, probably for the end of the year, we will also have WhatsApp integration as well. So some of our international clients have been asking on WhatsApp integration for the Unified Inbox. So that'll be coming in later this year. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have from my side. Any questions so far? Oh, see, I see there's somebody asking, with international texting available? Yes, international texting is available. Basically, you would just need to put the international code in front of that, and some, I would have somebody from our support team get in touch with you in regards to pricing. We have like a blanket pricing. It's like $30 for, I think, 1,000, and then I think $90 for 5,000 text message. We basically use a provider, so we're just kind of passing on the cost. But you can maybe, we might be different. The pricing might be a little different in terms of the international texting. So we can get back to you exactly based on which country you're working with. Okay. All right. I think two-way messaging for emails and texts. Yes. Anything else? Any other questions? Anybody? Okay. I don't see any other. Please, you can type in your questions in case you still have any questions. This is a session that we want to show what we've been kind of making progress on, but I also would have it open, so we want to hear from you as well. So I'll hand it over to Sarah, but you guys can text on the chat window there, and you can always, we'll respond to it. Sarah, can you pick it up from here?
Sure. I'll go ahead and switch it over to my screen. And so I was just seeing a comment. Someone was just mentioning that they had to redo a whole reservation. Probably we might need to look at that specifically to see what the issue was, Lorraine. But I encourage you to maybe check back with our support team on that so that we could go over that with you. And so, in terms of what Gideon covered with the Unified Inbox and also the online booking engine, the updates that he was showing on the online booking engine, Easy Web Res, those would be available for all of our packages. The Unified Inbox, as he mentioned, there would be a required upgrade to use that, which would be like basically the two-way messaging. And so if anyone's interested in that, please just reach out to our team and, let them know that you want the details on that, and we can certainly get that information to you. That would be available once you, for upgrade, once you actually switch over to the breakthrough release on the unified inbox. So the last couple things, actually just one more feature to cover, and then we'll be wrapping up the webinar for today. And that feature is called auto payments. Some of you may be familiar with the auto emails, and the auto payments setup process is quite similar if any of you use the automated emails feature. And so there's really not a lot to show in terms of from the, how it works, since it just happens automatically. But I'm just going to take you through the setup area and explain what that feature provides. And so we're looking here at the setup under accounts. And this is something that will be available for any of our customers that are probably on our premium packages and use credit card processing. So if any of you process with either Authorize.net or Stripe, this is something that you could use along with the premium package and your credit card processing. And so I'm going to go here into, refresh this, the auto payment setup. There we go. And so right now, if this is showing green, that means it's already enabled. And basically, it's letting you schedule payments. And so if you've already collected a credit card for your reservation and have that stored in the reservation, then you can set up a condition in which that credit card will be charged automatically by your credit card processing system. And so you'll see the options here. So if you are charging a deposit, for example, you can define that condition. You can either charge like a certain number of nights as a deposit, or you can charge like a flat amount. If you wanted to charge, if you have like $100 deposit required, you can define as a specific amount. Or if you actually charge the full stay before they arrive, if that's your policy, that is the other option. And so you would choose your condition here, and then you can also process a second payment if you choose to. And so you can do any combination of these. If you do only one payment, when they check in, or before they check in, you wouldn't have to do two payments. So you can use any combination of these options. And so we have the same options here, the full amount due. And so that's pretty much a quick overview of the auto payment. So pretty basic. But that is a new feature that would be available with the premium version on this breakthrough release. So the last thing, I'm just going to go ahead and share. So it's great to see so many people on today's webinar taking advantage of this. And so I guess as we're getting closer to this release being done, we are definitely seeing more and more of our customers engaging. And so that is great. And so I just want to let you know, we do also have training sessions, which is the same kind of format as what we're doing today, except there's really a little more time for like questions and answers. So if you are interested in that, we're offering that twice a week, every Tuesday at 11 a.m., every Thursday at 2 p.m. And we'll keep updating this with certain features that we will continue reviewing. And so if you're interested in that training, you just click here. It's got a scheduling link. that you'll be able to go in and select which date that you want to attend. And so you'll see the available dates here and the times, and it'll let you schedule and send you a reminder for those trainings. And also, we do have, as Gideon mentioned, we do have some videos up. And so, you know, please feel free to take advantage of reviewing those videos. Most of them are trying to keep them just short and based on a certain feature. And so I believe most of them are like anywhere between 5 to 10 minutes long. And so, you know, we're trying to get as much information out to you as possible. And then the other thing that you can be checking in on is that there's a link here to review a log of ongoing updates. So as Gideon mentioned, we are getting closer to the end of this beta section, completing all the little refinements and updates on the new release. And so if you check in here, you'll see updates as to the latest changes that have been done. So this is the one that was done this week and just gives kind of an overview of things that were either resolved or updated. And so we will keep updating this on a weekly basis as well. And so I think that pretty much concludes what we wanted to cover on today's webinar. And so I think at this point, if anyone has questions, we can certainly take a few minutes for questions and answers. You can either unmute yourself and ask, or you can type it onto the chat screen.
I think just a quick, I'm just going to jump in. You know, in terms of this new release, we're really excited. At least from all the tech team is very excited because it's really cutting edge in terms of technology. There's only one other PMS provider that are even, you know, anywhere close to what we're doing in terms of the technology itself, which is kind of exciting me. I'm more of on the tech side, but of course the support team and the rest of the staff, they want to make sure everything works fine and everything is, you know, caring in terms of usability, things like that. So definitely it's a huge, you know, almost like a year and a half, close to 2 years of work we've done to move everything over. So we really want to make sure that when we roll it out, we want to make sure that everybody's on board and making sure that, you know, everybody takes time to check it out. So that's why we're doing this weekly training session. Sometimes even if you're unable to attend that, you have a bigger staff, please just go ahead and click on that you know, link and just let us know what's another time. We've been doing continuously training sessions for any property that needs training on the system. You know, just one quick thing I just want to show, Sarah. I think some people had questions on the housekeeping. I think last time we didn't show that, so I'm just going to show you the housekeeping part of it. That's still I think there was something not working last time. But if you go to housekeeping, you can just, you know, you can see today arrival. You just click on different dates and you can see what's going on based on the rooms, you know, and see. You can also, here's the housekeeper, and then the status of each person, and then of course the staff, and then you can, you know, so you can, and then you can put some notes in here as well. So this is the newer. Right. So this is part of that housekeeping status, and pull up based on any dates. In the earlier one, we only showed a specific date, but you can go between multiple dates here. All right. That's, I mean, it's pretty much the same functionality. And of course, reporting has been consolidated. We have taken about 80 reports and have consolidated it into about half of it, you know, 40 reports. We have moved. I know there were a few complaints about custom reports that was built on the old one if it was moved over. So that's been done. So we can move all custom reports that was done in the old system into the new one. But we do not have an option to build a new custom report in the new version. The only thing is, in case you want to have a new custom report, we can just submit a ticket and we can do it on the back end for you. It's fairly simple. But we don't have that custom builder like we had in the classic version. Okay, so all the reporting is like, pretty much you just click on it and it kind of drops down and you can see the reports under each of those group tabs. All right. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Any questions? Anything? Any other thoughts? Any other questions?
Gideon, back on the housekeeping report, if you can go back to that.
Yep.
Okay, so I see for like my departures today, I have 6 executive double queens departing.
Okay.
And I think on your screen, you probably saw different room types on there. So we have room types that are double queens and king rooms. It doesn't list a room number, and it also doesn't list a name. And so all I see on my screen are 7 executive double queens. So I don't know how to tell the difference between any of those. So all I see is the executive double queen that they're departing today, and I don't know.
So in the room details, what do you see in the room details? You don't see the actual room name or room number?
I see executive double queen.
Okay, without the number.
Yeah, and without the number. So it just has the room type.
Sarah or anyone else, any thoughts?
I'll make note of that. I know that the housekeeping was not 100% complete, and so I don't know. There's one more update pending on that. So I'll make note of that and check on it. And I'm sorry, which property was this that you were?
This is Aaron.
Yeah, the Dow.
Hillsdale.
Thank you.
Hotel.
Sure.
Yeah, definitely, Aaron. We'll get with you on that one. I think. Yeah. Then also there's a reporting. The actual report under report for housekeeping report is also pending. So there's a housekeeping.
It works for stayover. For stayover, I see the numbers in blue, but for arrivals and departures, the numbers in blue, they're I'm guessing the reservation numbers and not.
Yeah, those are reservation numbers. Yeah.
The hotel numbers. So.
Yeah. Okay.
See how there's names there.
Okay. Yep.
Penthouse 1.
Yep.
So it looks like the feature works on the stayover, but not on departure or arrivals.
Okay.
They're not the same. They're reservation numbers.
Okay. Definitely, yeah. So we'll keep checking away on this. I think any other questions? Anyone else? Please feel free to, I think, the idea is to really get things familiar because everybody's used to the older screens and they like the older ones. But it's just it's hard to move to the new one. But I think once you start using the new one, you'll really see the difference, and I think also, in terms of security, different things, it's also much, much better than the classic version. So we really feel this is going to be really a big boost for us. All right. Anything else? And of course, we always want to make sure that we are asking for clients to refer us. It's been a very, very, I think everybody knows that it's been a tough market for the hotel industry as a whole. But so we just are requesting all our customers to really, we have a referral form on our website that you can refer us. If you have your friends or people, other properties that please refer us. That really makes a big difference for us to have a referral so we can actually talk to them, and this, mainly in terms of customer support and how those products help you. That'll help us. So please take time to help us. It's under greystar.com/referral. You will see a page, and also websites. I was telling you if you need any help on websites as well, because with Google.com, the new Google interface we have, that's completely using your booking engine. And right now, Google's also pushing another interface for vacation rentals. So we have a conference call with Google in September 15th to they want to see if we can start integrating with their, they're basically trying to compete with VRBO side of things, so that both of them, they're all going to be using the booking engine piece of it and from your website. So we see a lot of increase on bookings coming from your booking engine, so you're not paying your commissions. So I think that's a big game changer with Google coming into the play. So anyway, just keep us posted with any feedback you have. We would like to hear from you, and make sure this release is smooth as we roll things out. All right. If there's any other question, one last, just feel free. Just let us know any other questions. Aaron, anybody else? Phil, Aaron. Okay. Thank you again. Thanks everybody. So please feel free to join us on your. All right. Take care, guys. Thank you everybody.